Welcome back, guys, to Time with Andrea. In my hand I've got 2 coconut. I will be attempting to make coconut dumpling inspired by Colaz Smith. I've seen him made it. I can't get to where he is to have some, so I'm gonna try and do mine myself. Right, I'm gonna find it very difficult to break these coconuts and to ox them, so I won't be doing that on the camera. Break them, ox them, cut them up, because I will be blending it. Stay tuned until we get to that point. It wasn't that difficult after all. After smashing it, you have one of the coconut that came out whole, and we got pieces, but still got a bit here. Oops, it did came out. I didn't even have to use the knife. But normally, if it was, okay, there's a bit, so let's demonstrate. If it was all in there, I would itch it to the side and work my way around. If it's a big piece, sometimes I will hold it by the towel and work myself around so that the knife don't slip and cut you. Alright, so I've gone ahead and husked out all the coconut already. Let's put it over here for now. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is go ahead and wash the coconut so we can get it all ready, cut up and prepare. Okay. So it's all ready to prepare. Look, guys, from the coconut, I've got coconut water, which I will be enjoying. Very nice. Okay, here now we're gonna go ahead and cut up the coconut for blending. I don't have to be cutting up too small because I've got the Ninja bullet, so it will work very well for me chopping up the rest. All right, so just doing some rough cuts. Some rough cuts here. Right. Okay. Okay. Right, guys, so I've got all the coconut cut up. I'm gonna add some into the bowl, or added the entire thing. I'm gonna go ahead, get some water in the bowl. There's a bit more in. Get the lid on. Switch on that. Right. Okay, now we are ready to blend. Oops. Nicely done. Okay. Right. Out the way. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and strain it off. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead, strain it off. Oops, a daisy. Look at the coconut, how rich it is. Ooh, nice. I think I put a bit too much in the strainer to manage, but we will get back to it. Or just squeeze it out. There's a lot of juice left in that still, you know. Right, so I'm going ahead to strain out the coconut. Oh. This girl don't like a messy hand. I have to strain this again because I'm sure I got bits down in it, so I will be running it through the strainer once complete. Okay. Can do it, can get another straining from it, so but hey, I'm trying something I've never tried before. You can't see what I'm doing in it. There you go, you can see now. Let's get a bigger bowl to put the trash in so that it would be easier to sort out. Because I'm gonna get some more water and run it through again. Right. Oh, I can't keep my hand like that. Okay, so put that one there. So I'm gonna be squeezing that again one more time. Okay. I'll just dunk it in and boil down to wherever. Right? I normally just squeeze. Yeah. Then we're gonna be straining all over again. All right. Okay, so let's get out some of a bit from it. Then we can squeeze less, strain less. Because of how good the blender in, it's so slippery in my hand because it's done very finely. All right. All right, guys, so catch you back when I finish straining the coconut. Okay, guys, here I've got the pot where I'm now gonna be straining off the coconut water into it to put on the fire. I've gone ahead and done some cleaning up before coming back, so yeah. All right. I've still got a bit more coconut, so that should do me. All right. Okay. Get rid of some of this mess. Okay, let me go ahead and put the pot on the fire. Okay, let's clean up just these two. That's left here. This water in this pot is so hot. Okay, I'm gonna keep the bowl in the sink because I'm gonna be needing that bowl to wash my seasoning. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start preparing some seasoning. With my coconut dumpling, I will be preparing some brown stew chicken, which I have already seasoned from yesterday. All right. Getting my stuff ready. Okay. Alright, got a bit of scallion here, spring onion. I keep saying scallion because of where I'm from. Forgive me, people. Okay, so that's all ready to be cut up. But before I cut up, I made a mess with the strips, skins, whatever it is. I've made mess. Clearing that away. Okay. Right. Okay, let's go ahead and get these all cut up. This knife is a bit blunter. I've got a special knife that I love to use anyway. Let me get it. There you go. This is my knife that I love using. That's it. I'm gonna leave half of the tomato for the chicken. What I haven't got here is any garlic. Don't worry, it's not too far away from here, so that's fine. Okay guys, catch you back when I'm finished with this. Okay guys, in my bowl I've got my flour all ready to be mixed. I'm gonna add some salt to it, just a bit of salt. But before I start kneading my flour, I'm gonna go ahead and add some seasoning to the pot. Let me get the Maggi seasoning out, which I'll be adding in a bit of Maggi seasoning. It's already boiling, so I'm gonna add the Maggi in, and then I will be going ahead to add all the seasoning that I have actually cut up on the board. So we got some fresh thyme, we got hot pepper, we got spring onion, bell pepper, garlic, and onion. So we're gonna put all of that in the pot. Oops. Oopsie daisy. And I won't waste you because I'm going to pick you up and wash you and put you back in there. See? Bell pepper is expensive in Jamaica. I'm not going to waste it. Okay. There you go. Okay, give that a stir around. And leave that to boil while we go ahead and knead our flour. Right. Let's get my gloved hand washed. Okay. Right, so my flour is all ready for mixing. So I mix the salt and the flour together. Sorry, that was my cupboard door closing. So I'm mixing my dough a bit at a time. I don't want to spoil it. Okay. Can imagine that on my hand. And I'm making a mess over here. Kneading enough flour is not my thing. But you want something, you got to do what you got to do, innit? Oh my. Mixing the dough is hard work, people. I think I perfected it. There you go, I perfected it, so good for me. Oh, that was some hard work. Okay guys, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get rid of one glove. I'm gonna go ahead and put the pot on for the chicken that I'll be frying. Right, clean up a bit as I normally do. Alright, so the dough is all ready for the pot. Right. Let us get some oil in that pot. Bit of oil to fry the chicken. Lovely, that's boiling away. I wonder if it has enough salt content in it. Okay, I'm gonna be adding a bit of Himalayan salt to it, just to give it a bit more flavor. Don't want to put too much salt because I don't want to be having any salt. I'm not supposed to be having any salt. Okay, so that's ready. That's all there. Let's that stay there and boil away. In my bowl, guys, I've got some chicken that I've already seasoned from last night, mostly with powdered seasoning, that I will be brown stewing along with my coconut dumpling. Right? Before I start putting in the chicken, let me stir the pot a bit so I won't get no burn. I can see the custard coming up, so I want to make sure that the custard stay down in the pot. Right? Okay, that's that. Okay guys, let's go ahead and see if our oil is hot enough for our chicken. Okay. So while the chicken is frying, we wait until I want to see the coconut boil down a bit more first. I don't know if it's gonna be a bit shaky, but I'm gonna be lifting it. There you go. Mr. Smith, I hope I'm doing it like you. There you go. Right? Okay. Cover the pot. So yes guys, I've got my gloves. Told you that I can't do without my gloves, so I got a gloves ready. You know what guys, I'm gonna switch over the pots so I can get to put the flour in the pot easier. Right? After the flour is in, then maybe I'll switch them back over. Right? Because I think I am ready to put the flour in. Okay. Okay, I'm going to get back into my gloves. My hands are already washed, so I'm going to be multitasking, guys. Let's see what's going on with the chicken. I don't want to use the gloves hand, so I might be blocking for a minute. I don't want to use the hand, but the gloves is all actually on. Okay. Okay guys, see what's going on for this now. It's one thing I can't do is roll and press, so I'm doing it my way. This is the way I know how to do my dumpling. And roll it a bit. Yeah. There you go. Halfway rolling. Nice and neat, just the same. Yep, all done. Give that a little stir. Right, with my coconut dumpling, I'll be adding a potato to it, mainly for my son. Thinking about it, why not add 2 potatoes? I'll be adding 2 potatoes to it. Cut it in two. Let me get another potato. Have to get this one washed off. Peel in another potato. Okay. Another 2 potatoes, get it washed. Give it a stir around. And place the cover on for cooking. Okay. Let's see what's happening with the chicken around here. We can actually swap them over again in a minute. Okay, I'm going to swap it over again. Let's do a little bit of a cleanup. okay, where we can actually take out this setup chicken. Yeah, taking out this setup chicken so I can put in another set. Right. Putting in another set to fry. We have also got some seasoning already prepared for it, ready, so I can always pour the seasoning into that one. Yeah, already. Okay. Okay guys, I'm going to remove the other set of chicken. Right, other set of chicken is out of the pot. Okay. Guys, I don't cook with oil at all. So everything that I fry the chicken with, I'm going to be pouring it away. I don't do oil. Okay. Right, there's a bit of crust in the pot, but I tend to leave it there to cook with. It's not really burnt, so it's good enough for me. I just put the wrong spoon in the pot, but that's okay. My pot. Right, I'm going to go ahead and throw the seasoning in to cook, and I'll be leaving that to cook for a while before I actually add the chicken to it. Okay. See if I can find something to cover it with, because the cover for that pot, it's actually broken. That's too big. I'm not going to be destroying my pots. I'll find something in a minute. I will find something. I've actually got the pot cover for it, but alright, let's do that. It might work. It might work. Okay guys, so the chicken are all here ready to be put back into the pot once it's boiled a bit. Okay, chicken. I'm gonna go ahead and stir up the dumpling pot again. Guys, that is so nice. You know what? I've seen them put the seasoning to it, and that seasoning make it taste so good. Stay tuned until we come again. Okay guys, here we are. We're going to be placing the chicken into the pot for cooking. Oops, somebody almost took one out. Okay, putting in all the chicken in the pot where I will be leaving it to cook for a bit. Then I can add whatever I need to add in it, if anything. There you go. Chicken's in, draining's in. I think this pot might be a bit too small. That pot might be a bit too small. Alright guys, I'm going to be changing over this pot because I think it's a bit too small. Bear with me. Right guys, pot changed. Pot changed over. I'm setting it there. then I'm gonna find the cover for it. The cover is here. Cover it. So let it cook. Right, much better. There's room in this pot. I'm gonna take down my ketchup. I might use a bit of that. Let's see how it goes first. Right, let's give the dumpling another stir over here. See what's going on with the pot. Yes, man, cooking nicely. Cooking nicely. Alright. Okay. Right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and add some ketchup to my pot and leave it to cook. Alright. So add ketchup in it and then I leave it to cook. You can add carrots, potato, whatever it is you like in this pot. But yeah, I'm not adding any of that. I've got my sweet pepper, onion, thyme, stuff like that. That's okay for me. There's a lot of food I'm cooking. For what reason, I don't know, but I am cooking. Anybody out there that needs some, come and get some. Okay, so I leave that to cook. I won't put the cayenne pepper in there because it has a little bit of spice from the pepper, so I'll put these away. Right. I think I want to add a bit of Maggi seasoning into this pot. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a bit to it now. Okay, just a bit of Maggi. Don't want no. My Maggi is running out. Anybody from Jamaica want to send me some? Okay. Right, so I'll just leave that for cooking. Okay. So stay tuned until I am finished cooking and ready for dishing. Chicken all done. You can turn off that stove. And over here, coconut dumpling all done. I'm going to stir that a bit for you to see it. See the thickness of the gravy too? Yeah, nice. Lovely. All done. My version of coconut dumpling and brown stew chicken. Looking all lovely, delicious. Can't wait to dig in. Do you want me to see? Do you want to see me dig in? Okay, no worries. I'll show you how I dig in. Right, guys, somehow that video stopped. How, I don't know. But let me go ahead and taste again. Coconut dumpling. Here we go, coconut dumpling. Oh my. Now I see what the hype is all over again. Man, I miss this sort of food. Stay tuned.